a year ago in
All right.
March. And
Cool.
so we've been paying our whoever does our, it's called Dumpster Rental Systems. They do our website, they do our software, all that stuff, and we've been paying them to do our SEO.
Never pay for SEO. Never.
So that was my question. Like, well, first of all, what are we paying them to do? And they say, like, basically give us 6 months and you'll be on, whatever.
No. That's all bullshit. This 99% of SEO that's being sold is snake oil. So we should look at your data and let's just see.
So that's what okay. So we just hit our 6 months.
Okay.
And here, let's see.
Probably gonna be time for a refund, but let's look at the data and see. And by the way, you can mention my name. So all these people that do SEO, they know who I am.
Okay.
Okay.
Here is the little dashboard that they give us.
Okay. This is useless. Let's go into your Google Analytics.
Okay. That's so funny. I'm honestly kind of mad that, okay.
It's okay. You'll get a refund.
Okay.
And if they don't give you a refund, then I'm going to do a write-up about them. And then they're not going to be able to un-SEO the write-up I do about them. So if they're good at SEO, they should be able to push down any article I write about them, right?
Yeah, that's true. Oh, that's very true.
Yeah. All right, go to
let me 1 second.
Acquisition. So did you guys do GA4 yet?
Let me see real quick. Sorry, I'm switching accounts.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
All right, so this GA4. Go to reports. And acquisition.
Mm-hmm.
User acquisition. Actually, no, actually do the overview first.
Okay.
No, there is traffic coming from organic. Scroll down. Click on view traffic acquisition. Scroll down. Okay. Do you have access to Search Console? Should. And by the way, everything should be on your accounts, not someone else's account. If they're running ads, it needs to be your account. You own it. If they don't, they're violating Google's rules. Dumpster Dogs TX. Okay. Go to performance. Scroll down. Okay. Dumpster Dogs. Dumpster Dogs Austin. Change the date to a little bit longer. 12 months, maybe, sure, whatever it is. However long we have.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so there is traffic that's increasing, and it's mainly on your name, Dumpster Dogs, but because your name has dumpster in it, then dumpster should be easier. Scroll down. Dumpster Dog. Okay, so your SEO traffic is coming from searches on your own name. So you're doing something that causes people to search Dumpster Dogs.
Gotcha. So that's not them. That's us.
Yeah. Now they're going to claim credit for that because that's the #1 trick that SEO agencies try to do to get credit. Do you see, like, this is kind of obvious, but I'll just say it just to make sure we don't miss it. Do you see when someone types in Dumpster Dogs, that means they already had to know about you. It wasn't anything that it's really, at that point, it's not search, it's navigation, because someone types in Dumpster Dogs Austin. They didn't create any demand for you. They didn't rank on Dumpster Rental Austin. That's different. Dumpster Rental Austin versus Dumpster Dogs. That's called brand versus non-brand. Agencies can never, Taylor, take credit for brand search. Do you see why?
Okay, absolutely. I mean, yeah.
You see why?
Absolutely. The only thing that really matters right here is like Dumpster Rental Austin, Dumpster Rental, but anything with my name in it, like you said, okay, they can't take credit for. That's what we've done, right?
Yeah. So if we look at the stuff that they actually can, and plus, they can't necessarily take credit for everything that's organic, but of anything they could potentially take credit for, Taylor, it's only going to be in the last 6 months, the 5 + 3, or we can go to 6 months to just look at, whatever time frame we're working on it. But, it's whatever the numbers are, you add it up, it's just a handful of people. Okay. Now I'm going to share my screen.
Okay.
And we're going to have a little fun. And this is something that SEO companies hate when I do. They don't want clients to ever know. DumpsterDogsTX.com, right? All right. And this is stuff that they don't even know how to do. All right. So you as a user, business owner, you might look at this and say, well, this looks like an okay website. You like the colors, there's a dumpster here. And then someone is doing a little zip code and keyword and location stuffing. This is not allowed by Google anymore. This did used to work. This stopped working 2 or 3 years ago. And Google's issued quality guidelines. It's called the Helpful Content Update. You can read about it. Anyone who does SEO for sure knows about this. This is the most talked about thing in the world of SEO in the last year, especially as part of what's called the Helpful Content Update, something called EEAT, which is experience, expertise, authority, trust, which you do not have. So you're violating Google's guidelines. Now let's take a look at these SEO tools. Instead of that bullshit, whatever local marketing report thing, your website has a domain rating of 4, which is pathetic. So the amount of juice your site has is a 4. It really should be like 20 or 30. So this is a measure of the links of these 397 links that are coming in from 330 domains. This total power of all those links is only a 4. So these are garbagey links. I've not even looked at it, but let's just see what these links are they're doing for SEO. 90% of the value of SEO, Taylor, is from generating backlinks. 10% is what you do on the site itself.
Okay.
So of these 300 some links, which ones are passing juice? Well, let's see. You have Bailey's local directory. So they listed you in a directory. Okay. The domain has a 50, the URL has a 0. Then the erotic review. So not sure about this, but I can see why they're doing this. So they basically created all these directory citation listings. So it's a bunch of garbage. That their claim is that they have so many citations that Google will pick up that citation and categorize you for Austin, which is partially true, but I'd also say this is garbagey. So do you really want your stuff on the erotic review? What the hell is on the erotic review? I think we can guess.
That's where they're posting my stuff?
Uh-huh.
And it's just to get a backlink.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Here it is. Dumpster Dogs 301.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but you don't know that. See, only
no idea.
I mean, would you know that? Here, best biz citations. So they probably paid like $100 or hired someone on Fiverr just to put up like here, local listings USA. Yeah, I can see. Yeah, let's see. All they did was they just put up a bunch of, they paid some listing provider to put up all these links. Canada's Best Girls.blogspot.com. I'm going to guess what's on this one. Oh, what do you think about this girl, Taylor? Is she hot?
That's hilarious. Is she a dumpster dog?
Maybe. I mean, maybe that's her kink. You never know.
So that is wild.
Business citation forum, the erotic review. Yeah. Now they're going to make all kinds of excuses about this. Like what? This is like Groundhog Day for me because I've done thousands of these audits. And I have heard all the excuses. Like I know exactly how every step works out here, right? I know what I say. I know what they say. I know what I say to that. This is my job almost 30 years ago, Taylor. Remember I built the analytics at Yahoo?
Yep.
You cannot bullshit me when it comes to SEO. You can try, and they, no offense, but they could probably bullshit you because you don't know.
Clearly they did.
Yeah. How much money did you pay them?
$750 a month for 6 months.
Get it all back. I want a full refund. And if they don't do a full refund, or they give you excuses, write down the excuses, record the Zoom calls, give it to me, and I will write an article about this company that's supposedly doing SEO for you. Let's see if they look themselves in the footer. Dumpster rental systems.
Yeah. So, okay. So here's a tricky thing, Dennis. So they do all of our like our software, like our, CRM, they do everything. They do our website.
Yeah.
So SEO is like their upsell. And now they just try to sell us like an advanced website for $300 more a month. And I'm like, okay.
No. You can use their tool to be able to operate your dumpster. Okay, go ahead. What? Lost you there. You there?
Oh shit. Yeah, I'm here.
Go ahead.
Oh, no. I was like, yeah, just like they kept on upselling and upselling and upselling. And so that's when I was like, okay, hold on, wait a minute.
So that's what the SaaS companies do, is they'll sell you some software. Like this happens in every vertical. There's the ones that power med spas, personal injury attorneys, real estate agents. Like there's a software that allows, there's many softwares that allow people in a certain industry to be able to have a website, manage customers, manage bookings, kind of like, Airbnb does for people who have their like rooms, like like this kind of like a CRM website operation system, like a business in a box. It's all in one software, right? Like chiropractors have software that lets them do that. And then these companies that sell the software, they'll charge the $500 a month or whatever for you to use the software. And then they'll try to sell agency services and try to upsell SEO and upsell ads and upsell all this other stuff. So their software itself might be good, but the services are usually shit. But they're able to make a lot more money because they think, well, these customers, they're already using our software. So it makes sense. Like if I'm Taylor James, I'm thinking, I'm already using their software. So I figure they're probably really good at helping me rank on dumpster this and whatever, right?
Yeah.
They don't, because you can see exactly what they're doing.
Yeah.
I don't want to say it's a scam, but it's certainly not very ethical.
Totally. Well, yeah. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna try them out for 6 months and then we'll kind of go from there.
Just get a refund on that SEO. It's straight up black and white. And if they want, we can do a webinar and invite everyone that we know that does SEO, including all the experts in SEO, which I'm very well connected in. And I will go through the SEO on your site. And if they want to join the webinar while I do this audit, or basically this is recorded. We record all Zoom calls. I'll publish this as an audit on, Dumpster Dogs TX, and then I'll link to you. I'll give you actual SEO. Look, I'm going to actually do SEO for you right now. Okay. So look at this. Oops. I've got a bunch of companies, but Blitz Ventures is one of them, as you know. Look, this is a DR60.
Wow.
That's powerful. Anything above 50, you're really legit, right? Why? Because, I've been on TV and all that. And every time the media links to me, that's like a DR90 link coming in, right?
Sure.
Like being on CNN, arguing with Zuckerberg, that was good. That's why my DR is so high.
Yeah.
So all I have to do is put up a blog post talking about how you and I have been friends, and we played Frisbee, and we've had tacos in Austin, and we talk about your dad, and there's all like whatever, and just turn it to a blog post honoring you and say, and now he started this Dumpster Dogs thing. He's in Austin, blah, blah, blah. That will give you a legitimate link from a high-powered site.
So with all these like friendfinder.com links, I'll never get a higher score because those are just not legitimate sites coming in.
Well, let me just ask it this way. If you're Google and you see this link profile, what do you think?
Yeah, that's true.
Just pretend you're the search engine, right? Pretend you were me. This is what my job was. I first started doing it a long time ago, and I saw all these people thinking they were real clever, that they could trick me. And I just look at them saying, you've got to be kidding me. Really? You think you're going to fool me? And then they have this whole reasoning, which they think, I'm like, that's like, just shut up. Right.
Yep.
Yes,
Totally.
we're the number one player in dumpsters, and we all, operate this service and all this. And let me just close some of these. I got so many of these. Do you have a physical location, by the way? Or stock?
Yeah, we do.
Okay. Let's do a little dumpster dogs. Is it this
Yeah,
one?
Yep.
First
That
one?
first one.
Okay, good. And let's just go ahead and stupid little things trying to sell me stuff. Okay. I'm going to create a snapshot report. Let's see what's wrong here. Is that your phone number? 962?
Mm-hmm.
86. Okay. Let's see. Now this will take a few hours to collect all the data.
Mm-hmm.
It's starting out at a 4, but it'll keep going up as we're getting more data. So the first thing they did was they submitted you to a listings service, probably Yext or one of these other ones you pay $10 a month for. So we're going to see how well they've done this, because in order because you operate what's called a local service business, dumpster rental, city name, Round Rock, Austin, Pflugerville, whatever. So the way to send the signal, Taylor, that you are a local service business, which is a geo category, city name, dumpster rental, or things related to dumpster rental, is your NAP, your name, address, and phone. So your name, address, and phone has to be exactly the same. Exactly. And if it's not, then the search engines and whatnot, see, it's already gone up to 11, can't tie everything together. So we'll look at this in a little bit as it gets more data together, but I'm already going to, I can tell you that there's going to be all kinds of problems.
Totally.
So let's do a search, dumpster rental, Texas or Austin. Okay. There's an ad, of course.
Oh, yeah.
Another ad, and oh, well, I didn't realize there's probably a lot of dumpster rental businesses, apparently. You are not in the local 3-pack. So whether it's on mobile or desktop, Google shows an initial 3 results in the map. It's also called the local 3-pack map, right?
Okay.
You're not here, right? You already know this, right?
Yep.
Okay. Well, the question is why? And so this is the map results. So we go a little lower, and now we're into the regular organic results. So Grime Time, they're a DR20. You're like a DR4.
Mm-hmm.
Waste Management, good grief, trying to beat them. They're a DR80. You're not going to beat them.
No shot.
They're like a multi-billion-dollar. They're like the king of the whole thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Then here's the questions. Have you seen this before? People also ask.
Yep.
Okay. So just like anything you do a search, like Google always tries to show you the related things to be helpful, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when I typed in dumpster rental Austin, these are the things people also ask. So you, Taylor, should make 1-minute videos about answering these questions. Literally, like the way you do SEO, Taylor, is you answer the questions that Google tells us people are asking. So how much does it cost to rent a dumpster? Obviously, people want to know this. What's the smallest dumpster? How, all these.
Mm-hmm.
Should I get a 20 or 30 yard dumpster? How much weight can a 20-yard dumpster hold? Okay. So you can see all these other guys, Texas Disposal, whatever. These guys have already answered the question here, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know how you're going to beat them, even if it's Waste Management or these huge ass companies?
Mm-hmm.
What can I fit in this? You can see, you see all these questions. Do you think, Taylor, I'm not asking rhetorically, do you think that you could just pull all these questions that are related to the thing we want to rank on, and then you could just answer each of these questions in a 1-minute video? You think you could do that?
Yeah, absolutely.
How long do you think it would take?
To do each one of them?
You just make a list of these and then you just answer them. So,
yeah.
Hey, we'll fit in a 15-yard dumpster. Well, you could fit this, and this much weight. And I'm Taylor James of Dumpster Dogs Austin.
Yep.
Contact us for a quote, whatever it might be, right?
Yeah. I could easily do that.
You could do the whole thing in under an hour, don't you think? You just set up your iPhone, put a microphone, just in under an hour, you do the whole thing.
Just run them off. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what you need to do for SEO.
And then where do you post that? Is that is that Instagram? Is that Facebook? Is it
Yep.
YouTube? Is it
all of it? So you
all of
first
it?
you take these videos and then you post them to your YouTube channel. I'm going to show you, it's called Google stacking. So this is your YouTube channel, right?
Yep.
Okay. And it's nothing going on.
That is not it. Sorry.
Okay. So
it should be just, I think
dumpster dogs. Oh, these are like actually dumpster dogs. Okay. Like not.
Yeah. Here, the third result.
Okay. This one.
Yep.
Okay.
No,
Okay. So let's see. You have now 8 subscribers.
Oh, thank you.
And you've got some YouTube shorts. Okay. So you got 100 views on each of these. And there's not much going on. It's just these ones.
Exactly.
There's no regular videos. You just have shorts, which is fine. And I understand why you have shorts. Because, you know, when you show these dumpsters in action, when you show contractors, when you show people who've rented it, when you show it on site, when you show it being delivered, when you show, you know, whatever, show the trucks that you have, show the drivers and like, hey, today we're going out to so-and-so, we're dropping off the dumpster to do whatever. So-and-so's ordering 3 dumpsters and here's what they're doing. Here's a construction site. Here's a, you know, that's kind of interesting because that's sort of like the dirty jobs, you know, micro thing, right? Which is what you do. The fact that you have these where it's Instagrammy and you're showing the stuff in action is great, but you need to have a voiceover on top of it, not just some popular music thing.
Okay. That's good to know.
People need to learn. People are like, hey, you know, this kind of dumps, this is a 30-foot dumpster and it costs about this long, you know, this much to rent per month and blah, blah, blah. Right. Doing this, for, you know, whatever it is. Like here's Sam, and you know, he's one of my favorite delivery drivers, you know.
Awesome. No, that's very helpful.
So you have nothing going on here. So what you do is you make these 1-minute videos, Taylor, upload them as either shorts or regular videos on the Dumpster Dogs YouTube channel, embed that YouTube video as a blog post. Each one of these questions that we see here is a blog post that has your 1-minute video and then the transcription of your video below to fully answer the question, right? Then, because your speech might not be perfect when we transcribe it. So what you do is you say, Dumpster Dogs, Texas is a dumpster rental company. Write a blog post on, and let's see, what were the common questions? How many, what can fit in a 40-yard dumpster? Okay. What can fit in a 40-yard? You've heard of ChatGPT, right?
Yeah, I've messed around with it a little bit. I've written some lists and posted them to Pinterest, but it's just like a list. It's not me going down and saying, okay.
Oh, so it wrote this thing as a script, like a video script, but we can have it and rewrite it as like whatever. Okay. So what you do is I imagine you got a lot of cell phone B-roll, right?
Yep.
So you would take combinations of that, you know, your guys dropping off 40-yard dumpsters, whatever it is, and then you would voice narrate on top of this.
Okay.
You put a little diagram, a little picture, like this is a 40-yard dumpster, show the little thing, 22 feet, blah, 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 you know, all this stuff.
Sure.
You see what's going on here? Like the thing basically.
Absolutely.
If you take this, but you've got to inject your pictures and videos. So if you literally just create a bunch of shit blog posts where it's just ChatGPT writing it, you will fail at SEO. Okay. What you need is a combination of your videos and pictures and all that with what ChatGPT writes. And then you would inject other stuff like, you know, we're located in this part of Austin, and, you know, this is like, I don't know, just like you add other stuff, because right now it's just like making stuff up, right? So
Totally.
you just
Yep.
need to inject stuff about you, about your team, about your, just to like personalize it to you, especially with pictures and video.
Yep.
That way Google doesn't think you're just creating a bunch of garbage trying to trick them.
Right. And so where would you suggest I post all these blog posts? Is that just, do I have a section on our website? Do
Yeah,
I
on your site, but because your site, let's just go back to your site. Let me close. I got a bunch of these. Got too many windows open in a second here. And your report is now starting to run, which is good. It closes. We had your site open here somewhere. Just for fun, let's just put this in here. Dumpster dogstexas.com. Okay. See what Google thinks about this site. This is Google's own tool called PageSpeed Insights. This is not my tool. If you rank poorly in this, then it's going to be very hard to argue, because this is what Google is telling us. Your site's a 59 on mobile because it's too slow.
Wow.
You can't, nobody can argue this. This is Google's own tool saying your website sucks and it loads too slow. You cannot argue this. Yeah. Let's see. Your desktop score is going to be, it's 59 here. Probably your desktop's an 80. Oh, 92. Actually, yeah, desktop's great. Not bad. But on mobile, you're
mobile.
Yeah. And I would imagine a lot of people, you should probably get 70% of your traffic from mobile.
Right.
Especially if you're working with construction companies. Instead of residential people trying to get their own dumpsters. Like they're always on the go. They're not sitting in an office, right? They're out, doing stuff on site.
Yeah.
Oh, this 59 means you're not reaching these people, because Google does not want to show websites that had low numbers. And they've straight up said this. You can't, I mean, just, you can see what Google has to say about this, and you can see it's true. Yeah.
Dang.
So let's look at, it's kind of eye-opening, isn't it?
It's incredibly, especially because they make you kind of look like an idiot. Like, don't ask us what we're doing. We'll have to take time, to go through what we're doing with you instead of actually doing it, which I know that they're not doing it. They're probably just trying to keep their head over, above water, trying to manage all these other accounts.
Yeah. And this is what happens with all these agencies, SaaS software companies. It's not like these guys are bad. Maybe they've grown too fast and,
Yeah.
So this site has, oh boy. Oh shit, this thing's got all kinds of problems. Okay. Aren't you glad you've learned a little something about internet marketing?
A little bit, yeah.
They're probably like, oh, these dumpster rental system people, they're probably like, yeah, we just got a bunch of these dumbass clients with a bunch of dumpsters. They don't know their asshole from their face. Yeah, I can already tell all kinds of shit's wrong here. I'll just go through a few of them. They're using some of these cool tools, like Cloudflare allows you to CDN, so it allows you to load content faster, social integration, but it looks like some kind of custom CMS. Like they may have something that lets you blog, but there's no pixel here, so you can't do remarketing. There is well, I thought they're using, they need all the pixels and all the tags to run Google ads, to run Facebook ads, to contain all of them inside Google Tag Manager, which they're not doing. It's not here. This is Google's own tool called Google Tag Assistant. And it's saying there's no tags except this main site tag, and not the Google Analytics or other tags. So there's stuff, you don't even know what's going, you have no analytics here. You have no idea.
Yeah.
And maybe they have some shitty little like marketing system report thing, which is white labeled from someone else. I want to say that's Vendasta or High Level. I forgot which one it is, but they're white labeling someone else's software for your reporting. Which,
okay.
And I coach and advise a lot of these companies that these guys are using. So if they tell you who it is, and then Google my name in that company, you'll see that we've got a bunch of training about that. Okay, So this is your site. Let's go look at what's being indexed using a site search. You have 73 pages, if you will, Taylor.
Okay.
But most of these are going to be like navigational sorts of things, or like legal or whatever. So you really only have like 40 or 50 pages. Actually, you know what? You only have like 5 or 10 pages because you have dumpster rental city name, dumpster rental city name. That's what most of your pages are, dumpster rental city. So let's just look at one of the top pages you have here, dumpster rental in Bastrop, Texas. Oh, got you nailed. Okay. I knew this. I could do this with my eyes closed. Before even looking at the page, I already knew what it was going to be. So this is what they're doing. This is called a thin content page for a category that's called the location service page. So you have all these, what they're doing here is they're trying to rank on dumpster rental city name. But because the site itself only has a DR4, there's no juice to distribute to these other pages. As a result, this page for dumpster rental Bastrop, Texas has only a 1 because the site overall has only a 4. There's no juice to pass down. So even if this page was built properly, it doesn't matter because there's no juice to pass. You need to have the right content and you need to have juice. Now, what they've done here is that every one of these pages is exactly the same. Because all they're doing is, Bastrop, Texas, Bastrop, Texas. They're just injecting Bastrop, Texas over and over. Bastrop, Texas, Bastrop, Texas. Yeah. Every one of these pages is exactly the same, Bastrop, Texas. Now, if you're Google and you see someone is creating all these pages that are basically the same, Bee Cave, Texas. Let's look at the Bee Cave, Texas page. It's exactly the same. Bee Cave, everything's exactly the same. They just did a find and replace. Bee Cave, Texas, Bee Cave, Texas. Now, if you're Google, Taylor, let's say you were a colleague with me. You work at the search engine, Bee Cave, Texas. We work together at the search engine. And we're creating rules to see like who should rank on what.
Yeah.
You see this site, Dumpster Dogs, Texas, and all their pages are exactly the same for every single city. All they did was just change the name. What would you think about that?
Yeah, that's not a legitimate, yeah.
You would believe, you know what? These guys are doing this only to try to fool me. Only to fool the search engine. And so you get penalized for that. They'll argue with you about this, but they're wrong. I've never lost an argument ever with SEO, ever. And I've been doing this forever. You cannot argue. These are principles. They'll try to argue. You'll probably talk to some account manager who's never done anything in digital, and all they do is like handle a group of accounts and answer the phone. So they wouldn't even have the expertise. They'll say, well, I need to bring in an SEO person because, this is like a technical question that requires a lot of expertise. And go ahead and bring your most sophisticated person. If whoever their top person is in SEO or whatever, they'll know if they do SEO, they'll know who I am for sure.
Yeah. Dang, that's just, that's crazy that.
Yeah. Sorry. But this is a dime a dozen. This happens 99% of the time.
Yeah.
Everything I see here, I've seen thousands and thousands of times. This is not like some like new, weird, like I've never seen it before. Like this is like, I see this all day long, Taylor. And we fix it all day long. And we teach business owners like you how to fix it. It's easy. Like, oh, but SEO is so complicated. I need to trust this dumpster rental systems company because they specialize in dumpsters. And they told me that they have all this like fancy technology. And I wouldn't, this whole like internet social, like I'm just like some dumpster hauling guy, Yeah, you wouldn't want to touch it, Taylor. It's just so complicated. You'll get confused.
Yeah, right.
You should just keep, managing all these trucks that do all this waste hauling.
Yeah. Interesting. That's
there you go. Okay.
So where would my $750 a month be better spent?
Better spent hiring your own VA or some people on Fiverr to edit the 1-minute videos that you make answering those questions, and then posting the answers on other sites so you can have a guest blog post so you can generate link juice. So they're not doing any SEO for you at all. They'll claim that their software does it because they're auto-generating. Like, look, they're a software company, okay? If I was a software engineer, which I am, and I just wanted to, I've got hundreds of these companies or whatever licensing this thing, and I didn't want to hire a ton of people, I would do, if I didn't know any better, I would do exactly what they're doing here, which is choose the cities that you have, and the system just auto generates all these pages, right? Like as a software engineer, that seems like a good thing to do because you can just automate that, right? But that's not SEO. SEO is getting links from other businesses that are in Austin. Why? Because you are a local service business trying to rank on Austin plus dumpster rental, 20-foot container times city name in the Austin metro, right? You're a local service business. So you, in order to I know it's kind of obvious, but it needs to be said because you're not doing it. To be able to impress Google, you need to show that you are connected with Austin businesses. So you have a favorite taco place, you have a friend who owns it. Maybe there's like other, general contractors or other companies you work with or other business partners. Maybe the person does your taxes, maybe like other Austin businesses that you work with. You write a guest blog post on their site. You write posts on your site honoring these other people. And so then, you talk about them, they talk about you, which sends a signal to Google, hey, you know what? Taylor is well connected in Austin because he knows these other Austin businesses. These other Austin businesses are featuring little Instagram reel stories, showing what they're doing, showing them getting lunch together, celebrating the birthday of one of their employees, like all the kind of stuff that you and I have learned about, as part of social whole thing, which is not being done. That's what your SEO and social done at the right level are actually the same thing. Because it's the content showing your relationships. These guys in wherever these dumpster rental systems people are, they don't know shit about Austin. They don't have relationships in Austin. You need to rank in Austin. You're not trying to rank in fucking Los Angeles dumpster rental, So you need to leverage the fact that you have connections in Austin, creating content with other businesses in Austin, maybe other suppliers. Maybe there's like some company that, does the, mechanics on your trucks or like does whatever, or like just start doing 1-minute videos. Remember we talked about 1-minute videos and that whole thing. Start doing 1-minute videos with your customers, with your drivers, with your people that you do business with, or just 1-minute videos all day long, tag them on social media, post it on Facebook and Instagram, whatever, turn those into YouTube shorts. And then if you want to spend money, hire some kid out of UT, hire, some VA out of the Philippines to process all the content. And that's how you're going to win in digital. Then you're covering social and search at the same time. There's no, look, I'm a software engineer. I love tools. I can show you all kinds of software, really, really cool software, right? Not just like this ChatGPT thing, all kinds of cool automation that does all kinds of cool. But even me as an engineer, where I want to automate everything that I can, the thing you need to do, Taylor, can't be automated, which is build relationships with other people collected as 1-minute videos. Then, you know what you could do? Literally, like, as part of this Zoom call, or do a thing on your cell phone, or like whatever it is, like talk about what it's like working with me, what you've learned from me, what you've learned about SEO as a dumpster rental company. And then take that video, just talk for like 5 or 10 minutes. It doesn't have to be fancy, just like talk about specific details. Like you and I, we lived in Superior, and we played Frisbee with these other people, and you were at Monarch High School, and you learned digital marketing. You just like say some specific things, tell stories. You understand how to tell stories. And we were hanging out at CU and it was 420 and it was snowing and like whatever it is, just talk about stuff. And then that video, we have an army of VAs. Our VAs can then turn that into a blog post and then use ChatGPT to take the words that you said and turn it into like a nicer article, right? As long as we have something to start with, ChatGPT can make it nicer, add in pictures, add in like other stuff. And then I'll put that on my site, and that creates a nice link for you, a legitimate link for you. And people will see this, and they'll see it was originally a video. It'll see that it was, a YouTube video. I'll link to you on YouTube. I'll link to your socials. I'll link to your website. That sends a quality, legitimate signal.
So all these shorts and all these videos, these 1-minute videos, should be posted on YouTube first, and then embed the link into. So just start. Everything's based out of YouTube, and then you.
Yep, starts on YouTube because who owns YouTube? Google. Okay. So if you're Google and someone does a search on whatever, dumpster rentals, are you more likely to want to show a YouTube video or a Facebook video?
Yeah. All day, every day.
Okay. But then you take that same video and you upload it to Twitter, you upload it again to Facebook, you upload it to Instagram Reels. You don't post a YouTube video on Facebook, right? You don't post a Facebook video on the website.
Right.
You give them what they want. So Facebook wants to show Facebook. So the worst thing you could do is like post a tweet on, like, let's say you uploaded, you made a tweet or you uploaded a video to Twitter, and then you posted that Twitter URL to Facebook. They're not going to want to show that. But if you take that same video and you upload it to Facebook natively, they're going to want to show that. So you take that same video and you upload it everywhere to like 6 places at the same time.
Yep.
That's how you're doing social media and search at the same time. It's not a separate thing because it starts, Taylor, it starts with the video that you make, but then it's doing your search and social at the same time because you only made the video once. You didn't make it for YouTube. You didn't make the video for Facebook. You made the video and then it gets repurposed, meaning cross-posted to multiple places at the same time.
Yeah. That's wild.
Isn't that kind of obvious?
I mean, it is. I mean, when you break it down, it's obvious, but not, I mean, for me, for the last 6 months, what was obvious is, I'll pay you $750 and I'm just going to go away for 6 months. And when I come back, I'm going to be ranked first. Well, here I am 6 months later and,
it doesn't work like that. But Taylor, isn't it appealing? The idea of like, hey, I'm a busy business owner. I'm growing my business. I'm dealing with all kinds of stuff. If I can just pay you money and walk away and not have to worry about it, why not, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't work like that.
Not at all.
I wish it did. If anybody in the world, Taylor, would know how to do it, it would probably be me, right?
Yep.
And I'm telling you, it doesn't work like that. Because if it could, I would have done that.
Yeah.
If it could, then I'd take your $750 a month.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah.
But I'm telling you what you actually need to do.
Absolutely.
But all the things that I told you need to do, can a software do that? A software can help you.
Yeah, but it's me out in the field, right?
Yeah, exactly. And so you show these moments, you have your cell phone, ideally carry a little microphone with you so you have good sound. That's the thing that ruins video because you got to narrate the thing, right?
Well, I know you've recommended those before. Do you recommend?
Yeah, the Pico gear, the Pico gear is my favorite one, but it's the receiver is a little big. My other favorite one is the Rode Wireless Go 2, which is only $200, which allows you to interview other people. So it's 2 mics. You get on Amazon, Best Buy, like wherever, buy it everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you have to buy a couple cords as an adapter to tie in with your iPhone or whatever.
Sure.
Yeah. But whenever you're interviewing somebody, when you're at a job site, just clip the little thing. You can even, even like a $10 microphone that has a little wire on it. It doesn't matter. You just need a microphone. And the microphone has to be within 12 inches of your mouth.
Okay.
It can be a $10 microphone or a $400 microphone. The most important thing is got to be within 12 inches of your mouth.
Awesome.
Especially because, if it's noisy or whatever, and you're trying to do it just on a cell phone, it's not going to sound, I mean, you can still do it, but it's just not going to be as good.
Totally.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And you know how I do it? Did I show you how?
No.
All right. So this is super easy. You have an iPhone, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, oh shit, I think I have a meeting right now. If so, let me just check. Oh yeah, I got it.
Okay, no worries. Okay, thank you so much.
This hopefully found it helpful. I want to see you win on this thing. Make your little video talking about our relationship. It doesn't matter, Frisbee.
Yep.
Whatever,
yep.
Right.
Yep.
And then I'll help you with the SEO. Follow up on the items. Take action against what I said.
Totally.
And let's just. I want to see you win, and then in a few months from now, I want you to say, you know what? I hired this SEO company. I was paying $750 a month. Here's the results. We logged in and we saw this shit didn't work. But then I followed this process, and I'm not an SEO guy. I'm not an engineer, but this is what I did. And now look at my results. This is what you do it too. If you're a small business owner and these other people have scared you, making you think that SEO is this complicated thing, I'm a business owner telling you this is all you really need to do.
Awesome.
Okay.
Awesome. Thank you, Dennis. I
Awesome,
appreciate it.
Taylor. Yeah.
We'll
hit
be
me
in
up.
touch. Yes, sir.